Hey y'all, how y'all doing this evening? I know it's late. I was on my other channel. I was also on this channel earlier today. So, you know, for those people that are not available in the morning and y'all need a live for the evening, sprinkle, sprinkle. So, today we're going to be talking. Uh, well, a lot of people always compare themselves to other people, their looks, their ability to do this and that. How about comparing your level of unbotheredness? Um, I think a lot of people will find that helpful if they feel like they have to compare themselves to certain people. Instead of comparing your looks or your this or your that, compare your level of unbotheredness about what other people think. And you'll probably find yourself comparing yourself a lot less when you can do that. Okay. Because a lot of people, they care too much. And you care too much, you got too much to care about. And then guess what? You're bothered. So the only things you necessarily have to think about are the things that are the most important to you. If they're not important to you, if they're not the most important things to you, you literally don't have to care. And you literally can stay unbothered. So if you are constantly worried about what other people are thinking, what other people are saying, family members, you're creating more and more and more and more things to care about, which is taking your time, energy, attention away from what you're trying to accomplish. You know, what your goals are, or whatever you're trying to do, or whatever the focus from you. So you're giving yourself too much to care about. And when you care too much, it literally bothers you when other people don't agree, they don't care back, or they're not, you know, meeting your standards or your expectations. So therefore, if you care too much, you're going to be bothered too much. So the best thing is not to care about too many things. Care about what's most important, and that's how you stay unbothered. Okay. If you start caring about too much, you're going to be bothered by too much. So some people care too much about things and they get all extra. Like they start breathing hard when they're talking about it. Like, are you okay? Are you? That's passion. And a lot of people care about what they're passionate about. So if you're passionate about something, you can care about that. But you don't have to care about what people think about your passion. You don't have to care what people say about how passionate you are about something. And you don't have to care what people's opinions are about how you choose to be passionate. Okay. So if how you make and earn your living is your passion, then who cares? You know, but some people will get upset at you for what your passion is, and they think it's going to bother you. And so people are second guessing themselves. They're like, well, my parents or my friends or my coworkers or my this or my that don't think I should do this, or they don't agree with this, or what do you think about this? It makes you very unsure of yourself when you care too much about what others are doing and what they are thinking and what they are saying. Okay. What they're really trying to tell you is that they wouldn't do it, or they can't do it, or they don't see why you do it. And they're not supposed to, because that's for you, right? So if people don't like what you're doing, they don't agree with it, or they wonder why you do it yourself, it's because they're not supposed to. They're not supposed to get it. They're not supposed to be able to do what you do. They're not supposed to be able to pull off what you're pulling off. So therefore, whatever you feel like they think about you, it's simply their opinion, like I said, and you don't need to care about it. Stop caring about stuff that's not going to do anything for you. Okay. This goes with everything. If someone has an opinion about you, or if you care too much what other people think, Instead of focusing on what you're trying to, do, you're gonna be focused on them. And then you won't even complete or be successful in what you're doing. Okay. A lot of y'all are new to this channel and you keep asking me questions about guilt and how do you not feel guilty and what do you say when people say that you're just using me? Own it. If you can't own what you're doing, then why are you doing it? If you cannot own what you say, how you feel, and how you're getting what you get, then why do you continue? If it bothers you to live a certain lifestyle, why do you continue? If you are unbothered because you don't care what other people think and you own it, you own your own lifestyle, then who cares? I own my own lifestyle. I said what I said. I don't care what you think. This is how I feel. Period at the end of that sentence. So, do I feel guilty? You know, why are you asking me if I feel guilty? Shouldn't you be asking people that did some monstrosities throughout history if they feel guilty? Why should I feel guilty for dealing with people that can help me? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Okay. And if you really want to get angry, go watch some history. If you really want to feel unbothered and guilt free, go watch some history. Go watch the history of Hawaii and how a woman used to be the queen and rule Hawaii, and some colonizers came and stole what was hers with no guilt at all. And then took away people's rights to vote and all that kind of stuff. You want to feel some guilt? Girl, bye. Ain't no guilt over here. Get your money, ma'am. Because they was getting theirs and you going to get yours. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And that's just in the last 75 years. Okay. That ain't hundreds of years ago. That was like, when did Hawaii become a state? 1959. All right. So, a lot of people don't realize, like you're watching documentaries, you're educating yourself, your kids are learning and studying stuff in school, but it's not okay to ask a man to pay for dinner or to take you shopping, but it's okay for people to come and colonize a whole country and steal uh, from natives and stuff like that. If y'all don't feel guilty for that, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't feel guilty about what people's ancestors did, I don't know what to tell you. That guilt ain't coming from what you think it's coming from. Okay. So I have no guilt. You gonna give me some money? I'm taking it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. At least I'm not taking it without asking. At least I'm not taking it by force. At least I'm guiding you to give it to me in the correct way. See, I'm just a guide. I'm guiding you to spend your money on a good cause. Me. That's all it is. Y'all got to let go of that. Y'all are holding on to guilt from other things, not from getting money from no man. Believe me. Okay. Some people are bothered not from letting a man pay for them, not from letting a guy take them shopping or paying their bills. What they feel guilty about is taking something from someone. That sounds deep rooted, man. That sounds like nothing to do with no date. Okay, so you need to go check your history. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sometimes it's psychological. You don't know why you feel guilty. You're just trying to find the closest thing to guilt that you can find and point the finger. That's not it. Okay. Okay. So you're so right. Yeah, don't do it, ma'am. Get your money, ma'am. And if you want to feel less guilty about anything that you're doing, think about this. The government charges people tax money who can't even afford to pay it. The government charges people money, it creates inflation, all this kind of stuff. Put taxes on this, don't let you do this, don't let you do that. They don't feel guilty about it at all. But you sitting over here feeling guilty for taking some man's money to take you shopping and take you to a nice place to eat and paying some bills. You feel guilty for that? Don't work for the government, man. All right. How can you have multiple boyfriends? You feel guilty? The same way that you can have multiple investors in a business, sprinkle, sprinkle, and not feel guilty at all. Okay. So feel guilty for what? For who? For who I wouldn't feel guilty at all. I would feel bad for the man who's supposed to be paying for everything, but it's taking three people to feel what he can't do. That's what you need to feel bad for. You don't need to feel guilty. You need to be feeling bad for the man who can't give you everything you need. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I feel bad for you. It takes three to make one. So stop thinking like that. It's like, dang, y'all need to level up. You said men don't feel guilty for using all your holes for years and don't marry you. Y'all a mess. They don't. They don't feel guilty for leaving you when you're pregnant. They don't feel guilty for not paying child support, but you sitting over here feeling guilty for having options and acting on them. Who made you feel guilty? Was it a man? Was it a form of control? Then that's what it is. So now you don't have to guess anymore. Now you know what it is. How to stay unbothered? Try to look at things more logically rather than how you were programmed to look at them by society you know, try to look at them and ask questions like, you know what? Why should I feel guilty when I don't need to? You know, if you're going to compare yourself to something, compare your unbotheredness to it. I'm just as unbothered as the government. I'm just as unbothered as a business who's taking investors. I'm just as unbothered as what? Because at the end of, at the end of it all, you're not going to be unbothered when you see all your money in your bank account. You're not going to be unbothered when you can spend money without checking it. You're not going to be bothered with a nice savings account and you don't have to work and you have your own business. You're not going to be bothered when you can go and travel and buy whatever you want when you want. You're not going to be bothered. You're going to be unbothered. You know who's bothered? The people that are worried about what other people are thinking, the guilt that was imposed on them by society or men or whatever to make them feel like that they have to accept less and do more. That's the only thing you should feel guilty about, being, brainwashed and falling for the okie doke. Okay. So when you finally realize, hey, nobody else feels guilty. I'm a woman. I bring life onto the planet. Shoot, y'all should be giving me everything I want. That's how you're going to start thinking. Until you start thinking that way, I can't help you. Okay? You must, yeah. If something is making you feel guilty, question that. Question it. And do you feel guilty because it's wrong, or do you feel guilty because you were taught to feel guilty? Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can be unbothered for a little while, but then I start caring again. How do I not care long term? By caring about things that actually matter. So by caring about things that you create and that you want to see happen. Things that are most important to you. Not if it's not putting no money in your account, then who cares, man? If it's not someone very close to you that you are supposed to take care of, then don't worry about it. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If it's trolls in the comments, it's a comment and you getting paid, don't worry about it. Okay. More comments, more money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, what if you're too unbothered and come off as disinterested? You're always going to be interested in getting your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You're going to be unbothered about what people think of you and what people have programmed you to think. You're not going to be unbothered about getting your money though. You be like, okay, goals, I know what to do. You have everything that you need to say how you need to act in order for that to result in you getting something that you want out of it. If people are purposely trying to bother you and you act unbothered, it will bother them even more when you remain unbothered. Change the subject as if you are super unbothered. Okay? Um, what? You said there was a woman on your Facebook asking, in your Facebook group asking how she would explain to a man that she only has a small budget to pay towards. Girl, I'm not even finished reading that. That's sad. Sprinkle, sprinkle. First of all, if unless she's asking a man out on a date, she don't need to be worried about no type of budget. Okay. What so you're going to pay to go out and be seen in public with a man? You gonna pay for that, ma'am? You might as well go get you a cute man if you can finna pay. You might as well go find you a specimen. You know what I'm saying? You might as well go hire one. If you finna pay, if you finna reach in them pockets, ma'am, sprinkle, sprinkle. You might as well go get you a professional. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You finna reach in them pockets. That's what they say about women. I don't have to spend all that money on a date. That's prostitution. Well, I'm not trying to get none. I'm just trying to go eat. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm just trying to go have a good time. You reaching in your pockets, you better reach and get what you want, ma'am. You ain't got to do that. I mean, if you're already going to be paying on a date, you might as well get something worth it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't recommend paying on any dates. A man is supposed to pay and give you money or take you to somewhere nice or make sure you're having a good time on the date. You're not supposed to reach in no pocket. How do I tell him I'm talking to other men since I'm single? Just like an idiot, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And tell him if you want to. If you don't care, you still getting your money, then great. If not, I'm not telling him nothing. Or if you tell him in a way he don't know if it's true or not. Or if you're, yeah, I see other men right now. There's some behind you, some over there. Can you see them too, or am I imagining things? Good, because that one over there looking kind of weird. I was hoping he was real. Make a joke out of it. Laugh. That way he don't know if you're serious or not. And he ain't gonna ask you again because he don't want to go through that again. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said how long you should go on a date, leave them wanting more. That all depends. If it's too early, they may make another date. If they haven't spent enough money, they're not gonna really remember you anyway. So you got to make them spend money and don't leave too early. So maybe make the date a little bit later so that they have no choice but to go home. So it could last, I would say 2 hours is good, unless y'all are having so much fun, y'all want to go do other stuff, but that's kind of rare, especially if y'all meeting people online. All right. What does it mean if a man says he likes a somewhat submissive woman? And say, I like a somewhat wealthy man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say y'all are too afraid to say stuff back. Like I don't care what you like. You want to know what I like? A wealthy man. Somebody with some money that spends. Now, what we gonna do about that? You wealthy? Then I ain't submissive. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to stop being insecure around other beautiful women? I don't see no other women. When I'm there, I'm there. I'm fully present. I'm not even looking at them. I'm looking at me and people that are noticing me. Okay. And that, you know what? I'm not them. So it doesn't matter. I can't compare myself to somebody that I am not. Therefore, all I'm going to do is look for the reactions of people that get the pleasure to see me in my presence. That's how you have to look at it. I don't see nobody else. Those are extras, main character energy. So if you looking at other people, you ain't the main character. Go step aside, man. All right. Think about that. Now I walk in the room, I'm not looking at everybody else, comparing myself to them. I'm main character, man. The main character has arrived. All right. If you don't think so, then you must be the main character in your own film, in your own mind, in your own story, because I am in mine, the main character. I speak the main character. I am the main character. I, I feel like I'm the main character, so I guess I am the main character. So why would the main character compare themselves to extras, man? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So I'll say, you know what? Sometimes if you watch movies, there are extras that look better than the main character. But the main character is getting all the perks, bam. So who cares? It's an extra. Okay. That's how you need to look at it. I'm main character, man. Do you go up to men or do you let them come to you? Men finding me intimidating? Girl, if they're not coming up to me, then you know what? Oh well, they missed out. If you're single and they're not coming up to you, they missed out. Now, if you're not attracting them, then you need to figure out how to attract them. Okay? What are men attracted to? Sparkle, sparkle. What are y'all talking about? Body count again? Who cares, sir? How many men have your mama slept with? All of a sudden, these men cared about body count. They can't even count past a certain amount. They can't even count past what they make on their paycheck. Y'all trying to count like y'all on Sesame Street and one, one the body. Oh, oh, oh. Two. A two body. Oh, 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 oh. Y'all gonna be over there all day trying to count. Why don't you go figure out how to count some more money and add some more money to your bank account? You trying to worry about some counts. Go see how you can add some money to your check so you can count higher. I worried about the wrong numbers, sir. Y'all worried about the wrong numbers. The only numbers y'all need to worry about are the ones in your bank account, the ones on your paycheck. Any other number other than that is in vain. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You feel like you on the phone with your bestie? Y'all silly. If y'all knew me, y'all know I don't be on the phone. Very rarely am I on the phone. Okay. Should you give your boyfriend space that he wants, or should I wait? Girl, so let me ask you a question. Should you give your boyfriend space that he wants? First of all, are you married to him? Does he not have his own free will? Do you know that giving somebody space is breaking up? It's the breakup before the breakup. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or are you too clingy? Okay. If somebody got to ask you for space, that's a problem, man. Have some space? Nope. Okay. If a man asks you for space, a man would never have to ask you for space if you have two or three. Okay. Stop being a pygmy over there. Okay. How do you ask for more gifts without seeming too materialistic? If that's your way of living, if that's your way of life, if you like gifts, then act like you like gifts from the start. Tell them to bring you stuff. It don't have to be no gift. It doesn't have to be anything major. It's like, okay, so you're on your way over. You're on to the date. Okay, could you please bring me this, or could you stop by the store and get me this, or a pack of gum, or some candy, or da da da. Always make him bring you stuff. Then when you start suggesting more expensive things, it's not that big of a deal. Start small, and then you won't have any problems asking for gifts because that's just who you are, and they'll be used to it from day one. Okay. Oh my gosh, I forgot my such and such. Can you stop by the store and get it? Da, 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 Oh my gosh, I forgot this. Can you stop by the store and just grab a quick such and such? I don't even know. Make it up. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, appreciate that. You are you the prize. You attract lots of wealthy married men. What to do? Girl, who cares? Y'all act like marriage is always like if they're out there looking for you, then do they think that they're married? Are they married in their own mind? Do they care? Okay. Talk more. What? Can you reach out to a guy first and make him more interested later? Reaching out to touch a stranger. And they say, why? Why? Tell him that is pick me nature. Why? Why did she do it that way? Unless he owe you some money. Unless he owe you some money, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So reach out if they owe you money, ma'am. They shouldn't owe you money. They should have said that they're gonna give you some money, but you should never let them borrow. Checking on my money, sir. Okay. Got a question about my money. Okay. What can you do if your provider man comparing you to other women? Compare his salary to other men's salary. Compare his cars to other men's cars that are nicer. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh. If you're trying to get into that group, you got to read the instructions and do exactly what it says, because I guess people don't have a lot of time to deal with, going back and forth with a lot of different people at the same time. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not the person, the administrator that lets people in. That there's, you know what I'm saying? So people are busy. They ain't got time for no, not reading the instructions. If a lot of people are trying to, write them at the same time, it gets a little bit frustrating. That's why copy and paste and, read what it said and do what it said is the most efficient, quickest way. So, like, try again, I guess, later. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know what to tell you because I'm not in charge of that part of it. I really don't have time to be in charge of that part of it. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if this man told you that you should take down his number? I told him no, thank you, but why do they approach and suggest we contact them? Um, take down my number. Pay my bills. I could take down your credit card number, sir. Let me get that. Okay, that's the only number I'm taking down, sir. What you got? Thank you for your work, Shira. I can always look forward to now with confidence. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, you always have to know who you are and stay unbothered, man. I always stay unbothered. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate the super chat. Yes. Woo. The guy mad at you because you don't ask him out. Ask him when is he gonna be done transitioning. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him you straight. Are you done with your transition? And also, I'm straight. You see what he's saying. You see how you stop being the girl that men only want to have fun with other men, or have other men to pay them bills. You see, you're putting yourself in a bad space when you say how to stop being the girl men only want to have fun with. Stop being the girl that doesn't get bills paid by other men while you have fun with other ones. It's okay. If you can't find a bill payer, then stop focusing on the fun and find the bill payers. Okay? Get serious for a second. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Be about your money first. Know the correct targets. Focus on them, okay? Bet you an old man with that 401k and that Aflac and that AARP ain't trying to have fun. I bet he trying to pay some bills just so he can, you know, have somebody to talk to. That's not his age. Legal age, old man, bills paid, especially if they got money and they're financially responsible. So change the type of guys you date. You don't need to change. You need to change the type of guys you date. Okay. And if you can have fun with somebody and get your bills paid, why not? Okay. I wish I knew you before you turned 40. It ain't never too late, child. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It ain't never too late. A man asked you your age and told me I looked put together for your age. I'm younger than him, and I'm confused as if it was. I think I think that's good. I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was a negative thing. What's the best advice you could give to a 20-year-old female? Um, don't date no dusties. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't get pregnant. Don't date no dusties. Okay. If they don't approach, they don't like you enough, pass them on. Yeah. See, I don't, okay, here's my thing. A lot of you ladies, I don't know who raised y'all and what y'all were taught, but if you were taught to approach a man first, I mean, unless you drunk and you can't help yourself and you in the club or in the lounge or at the bar or whatever, you're not helping yourself, you're not in your right mind, okay, whatever. But if you're conscious and aware and making decisions to approach first, it's not going to help you be seen as someone that is desired or wanted. It's going to make you look like the aggressor. Okay, now unless you have some other plans or need for other types of business or whatever, like if it's a business deal, if it's about your money, but if it's for a relationship, do not approach first. If you're trying to get a date that leads to a relationship, do not approach first. Now, if you don't care and you just want this person to take you on a date and you don't care if you have date 2 or 3, then that's up to you. But if you want something long term or that's going to go somewhere, if a man approaches you, there's more of a chance for it to go further. Okay? Because if you don't allow a man to approach you, then he don't want you, man. He's not bold enough to come get you. He ain't got enough in his pockets to have the confidence to walk over to you and offer to take you out on a date or to buy you a drink, or he's already married, or he already got a girlfriend, or he just don't see what he likes. So why would you give him options that he didn't even want or maybe not can't even afford? So stop approaching men. If they gotta approach you. Okay. What if they just stare, look at you, but never come up to you? Okay. Window shopping. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What happens when you can't afford stuff? You just look at it. What happens when you are already, at your limit? You're just looking at it. They can't afford you, man. They don't have time for you. They're already with somebody else, or they're waiting on somebody else, or they're trying to see who else coming along. They're keeping either they're keeping their options open, they can't afford you, or you're not their type. Okay. Because men always approach what they like. Now, sometimes approaching a man in your drunken state, you never know. But if you're in your right sober mind, no, because he already know you approach whatever. It's in your peripheral. If you're drunk, don't get drunk. If y'all are young, y'all probably make that mistake in y'all's early 20s and have fun and make mistakes and have some weird stories to tell. But when you're consciously trying to date, and you're a little older and you're trying to navigate and be strategic, don't approach. You said I wouldn't get married again. I'm taking my money and I'm gone. I'm taking all my money and I'm relaxing in in luxury. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So I think by the time like that, time occurs, I'll be too old to want to remarry. Or I'll be too old to fall for the okie doke again. I mean, I don't trust people enough to marry them. Especially these guys that's out here now. Nope. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wrong channel, sir or ma'am. So, okay. How to make him feel special for him to pay your bills, girl. Tell him, you know what? I like you so much. I'm gonna let you pay my bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said be like the Black Widow? Exactly. That don't mean I ain't gonna date. That just means I ain't going to marry. We we can go to Luby's. We can go to Luby's. Y'all finna get you gonna get the jello? Nope. We ain't gonna marry though. You said you might as well get married. That was a joke, y'all. Mm-mm. I'll get married when he real old, real old. I can get all his stuff. If he real old, real old, then I inherit all his stuff, the money. Okay, I'm just joking, y'all. I don't know. I can't. I haven't thought about that yet. We'll see. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What to do if he just gives you his business card while you're at work? Do you still call him or text him how to call you? Yep. Say this is my number in the text. Sparkle, sparkle. I appreciate that. That Carrie. Sparkle, sparkle. Okay. How or Carly? Sorry, I mispronounced it. How you get princess treatment at the start of dating? I don't want no princess treatment, man. I want bills paid. I want money spent. I want all that. I'm not a princess, man. I'm too old to be a princess. If you're young and you want to be treated like a princess, princess don't run nothing. Okay. How about just get your bills paid and get treated like You want to be treated. If that's what you're calling the princess treatment, that's what you're calling the princess. You know what? I got bills paid, and you want to make me feel like a princess? Princesses ain't got no bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. How to handle him being too close to another woman. He told me he doesn't talk to her. Girl, I'm not caring because I'm gonna be too close to another man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're gonna be worried about me. That's why ain't he worried about you being too close to another man? Okay, this is how they get y'all. This is how they get y'all. You worried about him, he need to be worried about you. If you ain't got no options and you too ugly or not leveled up enough to go get you somebody for him to be worried about, then y'all see where that relationship going, right? No options is not an option. Okay. Girl, you need to okay, if you notice that he's getting too close to another woman, you need to be too close to another man. So you don't even have to say nothing. Okay. Because if he thinks it's okay, it's obviously okay for you. Stop doing that. Don't worry about him. He ain't worried about you. Stay unbothered. Okay, look, I'm worried about you getting too close to that other woman. You say you're not seeing her anymore. No, it should be like this. Why are you over there with that man? Did he pay for your food? Did he just pay your tab? What's he doing? Why did he talk to you? Do y'all talk on the phone? Does he have your phone number? Where do you know him from? That's the questions you need to be asked. You don't need to be worried about him. Okay. If it can't go both ways like that, if he can't be mad because you're too close to someone, he ain't the right one, man. Okay. You said, right, men know when you're ugly, they use you as their backup plan when they're mad at first choice. Exactly. And some of y'all women need to realize that y'all are placeholders, rebounds, and when I'm mad at my main woman chicks. Okay. They call you when they other woman is mad at them. They call you when they temporarily separated or broken up from the other one, or when they need something. So don't be that chick. Okay. You said if men really want you, they'll hide their other chicks. Exactly. You will not know. They ain't gonna risk losing you. Okay. So how do you let go? You just can't leave this man and I want to be but you can't leave him. Girl, all you gotta do is get in the car and drive and go to the other one's house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how, ma'am. Oh my gosh, I can't leave this certain man. Okay. Girl, he got a dog collar on you with electric shocks. You can't leave. You got an invisible force field. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When you travel too far outside the boundary, do you get electrocuted, man? Hope not. Because then there's no reason why you can't go. How do you make a man kiss you? How do you make a man kiss you? You can't make a man kiss you, man. Brush your teeth. Make sure your lips aren't chapped. Make sure you smell good. Make sure he's attracted to you. Make sure he's not running in the opposite direction. Okay. Mm-hmm. No. You have a very masculine man and provider. He's got enough sources to take care of me and give me security. It's just hard to communicate logically about things bothering me. It turns into an argument. Let me read this to myself. Hold on. Girl, why you gotta talk? Okay, y'all are too nice. I'm just gonna tell y'all right now. Y'all too nice. It ain't a conversation. You said what you said, and that's it. I don't like this. Don't do it no more. Period. This bothers me. End of discussion. If that man likes you and cares about you, he ain't gonna do it no more. It ain't got to be no argument. You said what you said. If he didn't hear it, say it again. Okay? He didn't hear it the second time, go elsewhere. All right. The more you speak, the more you argue, the less they listen. Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you believe men need time to heal from a previous relationship? Did he get shot? Did she cut him? Do he need physical therapy? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You never know these days. You got the use of all his appendages. The medical bills paid. Okay. I mean, they got insurance. They should be. They should use that. I'm too old to be listening to some grown man talking about he got to heal. Okay, I'm too old. If y'all falling for that okey doke, I'm sorry for you. Okay, if you don't see nothing physically wrong with him, I don't want to hear nothing about that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, I am straight. Okay, if he's sharing too much, he's smoking too much. Stop. Mm-hmm. What about messaging someone on Instagram? Well, if they message you first, yeah, I don't see no harm in it, man. Mhm. How to make him worried that you're just at home or out alone? If he ain't worried naturally, he don't really like you, man. Don't answer your phone. When he call? He said them pockets better be healed. Yeah, the bank account healed. A guy asked you to go on an ice cream date, and you, girl, I hope you hung up and blocked it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If somebody asked me that corny stuff, I'm not even gonna look at them same no more. That's too corny for me. That's too corny. Too corny. Okay. Now, if they're broke and can't afford anything else, they asked out the wrong person. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Now, I know there are a lot of people that have been on ice cream dates. and they ended up married and together for a long time, and that's wonderful. But it wasn't me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. But your boyfriend, you live with your BF, and he paid for all the house bills but buys the groceries and buys the grocery not that romantic and doesn't buy me gifts, really has proposed yet. Get rid of him. Girl, what do you think marriage is gonna be like? You that's marriage. Y'all acting like y'all already married. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So what you're looking for is someone who is romantic and buys you gifts. That's called a boyfriend on the side. All right? That's called the other one. You said you didn't even want an ice cream date in school. I mean, if it's the early 1980s and the 70s, maybe. And if I was very young, I'd some free food. Shoot. I'm going out to get dinner later with another one. Yeah, option. All right. You said getting money is romantic to you. Hmm. You said you started cheating with, on your boyfriend because you got bored with him in the bedroom and he 50 years old. He says he is very sensitive and says he needs you to show more interest. Oh wait, I'm reading two different. Hold on, I mixed up two comments. Hold on, that ain't right. Okay, you got bored with your BF in the bedroom, started fantasizing, found a guy you are interested in. He took you out, known him for years. Should you indulge? Girl, would your man indulge? That's up to you, man. I don't know what to do. If your boyfriend was given the same opportunity with a girl that he was attracted to, would he indulge? I don't know what to do. You said the inflation killing them dusties. Oh my goodness. You said yes, he would. That's my answer. Well, then you got your answer, ma'am. Then now you got your choice to make. You said boyfriend, not husband. How to deal, how to ask him for money without sounding like you're broke. Ma'am, you're a woman. Man's supposed to give you money. They're supposed to hand you cash, man. They're supposed to take you out. They're supposed to take you shopping. He look broke if he says no. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You've been talking to this guy from college like a month and he gets mad at you for talking to other guys in the class because he doesn't trust them. Girl, what should I do? Go get you a real man that's finished school? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You have to deal with none of that. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the super chat. Go get you a grown man with a career, 401k, savings, car, house. Stop worrying about them children. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Someone send me some cash app. Yes. Appreciate you, girl. Okay. Would a woman be dusty if she can't support herself financially and doesn't want to level up? No, I don't think she would be dusty. I think women that don't want to do anything with themselves, da, 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 you know, I feel like Dusty is more of a masculine term. So, at any time, if she got up, fixed herself up, and, you know, stepped outside, she could have money in like less than 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about what she wants to do. You know what I'm saying? A determined woman will only take 2 weeks to get her bag and get herself together. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So no matter what, she could be where she want or on her way there in 2 weeks. Do you get bored of answering our questions? Actually, I don't get bored if they're not dumb, stupid questions. These questions are better today. So appreciate that. What does a man do when he gets caught cheating? Hope that you allow him to pay his way out of it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, if he wants to. Some men cheat to get caught so they can break up with you. Other men cheat because they don't think they're gonna get caught, and then when they do, it's like they didn't want to get caught, so they gotta pay. Okay. What do you think about men saying single women will never get high value men? Okay, I think that I wouldn't talk to those type of guys because their vocabulary is not up to par. And they're just trying to make you feel like there's no hope for you so you can settle for them or men like them. So only believe what you believe is true. You don't believe that's true? Then why are you believing a dusty? If a man who can't pay all your bills is giving you advice, why are you taking it? I ain't finna listen to nobody that can't pay all my bills. I'm not that stupid. I might act stupid, I might play stupid, but if a grown man is telling me about what I can do and what I can't do, and he can't pay my bills, do you think I'm listening? I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to do what I do and get these bills paid and get money and get whatever I need to get while he's sitting there looking stupid. Okay. So you said your husband only understands his own emotions and perspective. What should I do? Good. That means if he only understands his own emotions and less you got to worry about. Uh, if he doesn't understand how you feel, you don't know how I feel. I don't care. You shouldn't care if a man knows how you feel. Is the bills paid? You got a good gift? You drive a nice car? You in a nice house? All right. Nobody really cares how you feel. Maybe your kids, maybe your mother and your father, but most men don't really care how you feel after a certain point. They just don't. Okay. How much time do I give him in the beginning? Girl, I don't know what do you mean? You don't understand why a man asks me for dinner and then cancels to see if you gonna say yes. Um, don't ever say don't answer him. Say sure, whatever, whatever. Don't make no plans. Don't make no date. It's whatever. He's just trying to waste your time, ma'am. Mm. If you say no or say I have to move a lot of things around in my schedule, you make it seem like a big deal that you're giving him the time of day. He may not cancel. If you say yes too quick, too easy, you ain't got nothing else to do. If he cancels, no big deal. You was free anyway. So you got to make it look like you got to move a bunch of stuff around. And that going out with him is going to be something that you have to actually make room for, plan, and put a lot of effort into. That way he ain't gonna take you on a cheap date if you're gonna move a bunch of stuff around just to go on a date with him, and he'll less likely stand you up or cancel because you have to do a lot. And if you got to move your schedule around that much and he cancels, he ain't never gonna have another chance with you. So he's gonna make sure he don't cancel. Okay, even if you got to make up stuff, lie. No. Well, I have this appointment that day, and then I'm also supposed to do this, and I'm also supposed to do that. But if I cancel or move my appointment earlier to the day and pick up my dry cleaning, then I definitely could make that date. I'm going to be stuck in traffic, so I'm going to have to drive from the other side of town, but I'll definitely be there. So he thinks you gonna go through all of that, and he cancels. He already know you done cursed his name. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Oh, Cindy, sprinkle, sprinkle. Or he'll make it up to you in some way, somehow. If he thinks you did all that and you really didn't do anything at all. What's the best place to go to secure a sponsor and fast? What kind of sponsor, ma'am? Like a band? And fast? Lubies, old folks home, hole in the wall club, AARP office, the pharmacy, the clinic, the hospital. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What to say to a guy that says he shouldn't pay for dates, gifts until we have sex? I would say, well, then how are we supposed to date in order for me to get to know you enough to even want to sleep with you? And do you think I'm going to be turned on when I'm reaching in my wallet to pay for dates when I'm out here with a grown man? Do you think that's a turn on, sir? That's what you need to tell him. I'm not going to get turned on if I'm paying. I can't get turned on. You might as well keep walking. If you ain't paying, keep going other way. Oh my gosh, this guy that I really like, and I hope that I get a chance to be with him. He makes me pay for everything. And guess what? Girl, that's not the biggest turnoff. Men need to really think before they start speaking because they sound stupid right about now. They sound dumb. You're gonna be turned on by paying for a grown man. I mean, unless you ugly, I don't know what to tell you. Unless you looking like who did it and why, he should be paying. See, y'all are saying why should you want to give it to someone stingy? How can you even get turned on to even want him in that manner? You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Y'all women keep getting turned on at the same time y'all reaching in y'all wallet. No, don't get turned on until he spent a certain amount of money. Oh, he's really cute. Ah, I like him a lot. He's so funny. Okay, did he spend some money though? No, then I can't be turned on. Sorry. Oh, Cecily, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate you. So, like, well, you ain't gonna turn nobody on with all of that. You might as well go on to the next chick. Should you let men know you are dating multiple men? Y'all ask me this over and over. Should you let them know that you're dating multiple men? Should he let you know he married? And don't plan on marrying you? Should he let you know that he got kids? Should he let you know he ain't gonna call you after a couple of days? Should he let you know all that too? Should he let you know everything so you don't even have to show up on the date? Where is the mystery and the fun in that? What to do when your man find out you're taking money from other men? What to do? Hope he get the message and get him another job or higher paying job, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Got the message? You need money. Second job, higher pay or higher pay. Girl, you could turn that around real quick. I didn't want to ask you because you worked so hard and I really needed the money and there was no one else I could turn to. And my mama need this and my grandma need that and just make some lies up. And we weren't doing anything. They just, were trying to help me take some more money from more men. That's what you do. Body count versus bank account. You show I'll tell. Y'all are silly. How to stay unbothered when you're jealous. I don't know, like, what are you jealous of? Other men, other women, what? That's because you don't have more than one. You get more than one, you can't be too jealous. Okay. You'll never know how he really feels about you unless you ask him for money. True. That's why women don't want to ask. That's why they scared, because they don't want to know the truth. Sure. What if he compliments other men's cars with you? Um, you mean say, "Oh, that's a nice car," or tell the man he has a nice car? I don't know what. So if he's talking to another man, telling me he has a nice car, he's trying to show you that he has ambition to one day drive something similar, or he's trying to take your attention off the fact that he don't got a nice car, so he has to compliment the other man before you notice it. It's giving insecure. Unless his car is better. All right. It's like it's like making sure you don't say it first or think it first. How you find yourself? What? How do you know what you want romantically and man? You want money, ma'am. You want bills paid. That's what you want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. At 24, you need to be looking at financially responsible men who can pay bills. Because if you date him for a couple of years, you eventually want to think about, long term or marriage. So he needs to be financially stable and be able to pay them bills. Romantically, you're too old to be thinking about romance, girl. Get them bills paid, then worry about romance. All right. You know what's romantic? When you wake up and don't have to check your bank account because you know there's money in there. You know what else is romantic? When you wake up and don't got to go to nobody's job unless you want to. You know what else is romantic? When you get nice gifts for the holidays and you driving a nice car. That's romantic, man. Okay. Looking at all your money stack. You ain't got to spend it. He paying for everything. That's romance. What are you looking for, man? Lies? What you looking for? Temporary gratification? Mm-mm. Romance is Uber Eats, DoorDash. Uh, you said that's romantic too, to you too. Y'all getting it wrong. Romance is not going out on a date, getting some roses, and having your door opened. Okay, that's just manners and chivalry. Romance is when you ain't got to do what you don't want to do, and he taking care of all your needs, and you're able to relax and enjoy and live your life. Okay. Like literally, I have a whole book, Leveling Up to Your Best Life. You can romance yourself, you know. While he's at work, go get your fluffy robe, get your little cute house slippers, get your little champagne glass and walk around your house like you're all bougie and you ain't got nowhere to go. Or, read your magazine, read your book, scroll through your Instagram or whatever, take some pics, and take you a bubble bath, romance yourself. You got all the free time. You ain't got to go to nobody's job. You paid, go shopping, order you some lunch or whatever. That's romance. When he can afford you. Okay. Mm. Okay. You said, but you can't have great sex on your own. Yeah, but you can have it with somebody else. Sprinkle, sprinkle, and then go back to doing whatever you was doing before that. Okay. What do you think about playing hard to get in a relationship? If you hard to get, you hard to get. Okay. Men like a challenge. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Can you talk about the correct target really briefly, please? The one that pays them bills, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Have Uber bring Starbucks. How do you secure him without seeming too thirsty? I want him to propose within 90 days. Girl, he's 34 years old. What the heck? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If somebody gave me 90 days to propose and I'm 34 years old, I'm laughing at them and filming it when I don't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, thanks for the donation, but I think it's a little crazy. What if you like someone, but I am not going to chase him? It doesn't matter. If they don't like you more, then you waste time anyway. Okay. Y'all are acting like relationships are supposed to be like whoever you like is supposed to like you the same exact way. No, no, he's supposed to like you a lot more for you to get whatever you want. If it ain't that, then why are you there? Wasting your time, huh? You said men today want to get chased. Okay, call the police on the man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, you need to learn how to do wing liner. Good, yeah, learn, baby, learn. You said when you like him more, he has the advantage. Exactly. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for the super sticker, Cindy. Thanks for everybody who donated. Shout out to y'all. I couldn't say all y'all's names because the things were going too fast. Stylist, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate you. Okay. How you keep him liking me more by not liking him as much and having options and looking good. Okay. If you have a provider, but now you can get more, is the risk of finding out with another. Okay. If you already have what you want, if you can't leave that person and be financially stable on your own, is it really worth the risk? You know what I'm saying? If you got your money stacked like you should, and you want to take that risk, you could. But does that other guy like you way more than you like him? Is that other guy gonna provide like the other one? If not, then why take the risk? If you're not a gambler, you ain't finna gamble. Okay. Okay. So if you're a gambler, you would probably try to see and find out. But if that guy don't like you way more, that means if he ain't paying for you, if he ain't taking over them bills, if he ain't taking over them car notes, if he ain't taking over all of that stuff, then there's no question. That is a risk if he ain't paying. I need to have him stacking money in my account to prove himself against the other one. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, if you're gonna leave your provider, the other man be able to put a bunch of money in your account just in case it don't work out. I mean, he wants you real bad. Why do men not don't approach very beautiful women? Because they're afraid of rejection. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're saying marry for money and have a little fun on the side while you get paid. Isn't that what men do? They marry for sex, free food, free cooking, laundry service, child in-home child care, and get a little bit on the side. Isn't that what men do? Why y'all feeling mad? Why y'all asking me? Y'all know the truth. So you supposed to get married, be the nanny, the cook, sleep with him, be a laundromat, and work while he got something on the side. Make it make sense. Do what you want. Okay. Y'all know it don't sound right when you say it like that. See, most people try to clean it up. They try to clean it up. Oh, he's a good, hardworking man, and he's not perfect. Okay, but what are you doing, man? Are you out? Are you outworking your man and being perfect? If you outworking your man and you perfect and he's not, I don't know what to tell you. All right. Mm-hmm. Your husband and you don't have sex enough. What should you do? Do you really want it? If you want it, then go find it elsewhere, man. Spring, spring. Or if you want it from him, tell him, give it up, or I'm going to get some. Yeah, if y'all married, y'all should be old enough and grown enough to talk about that type of stuff. All right. Or if he ain't interested in it, then go find somebody who is. How do you know if your guy friend likes you more than a friend? If he's offering to pay for stuff all the time, if he's trying to get you to go somewhere with him, and if he treats you like, you want to be treated. That's how you know, man. He started to try to get out the friend zone. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle, Miss Hernandez. And thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle, Miss Rutledge, sprinkle, sprinkle. You understand the women that want or need sex. You'd be happy to never do it again. Yeah. Some women, they want more. Like if you with a man that you want some from, you with the wrong one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Especially if you married. That's your leverage, man. If you want it more than your husband, you lost your leverage. Okay. You have to stop talking to one you like because he wasn't putting in enough effort. All he did was text and call you for a month. And okay, girl, that doesn't sound like no effort at all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. hmm Your guy friend always spends money and it's strictly platonic. Okay, that's good. I'm just saying if he's starting to treat you like he's trying to get out of the friend zone and he's spending money, you know, and he's treating you really well, he might be trying to get out that friend zone. What? Take a cheater back if his wallet is bigger than his need for sex. Your very religious book tells women sex is leverage and honestly not new information. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How what are your best tips for ugly women? RuPaul's Drag Race, man. Watch it, learn. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do you think about men asking for rides? Point him to the bus stop, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Show them how to download that Uber app. So how do you get your leverage back? By holding out, man. Friends spending money on you is trying to get you. Some of it, yeah. Not having a car or own ride is grounds level dusty. How do I get the house? Get the man first, man. The house? You mean your name on the deed? You got that or mortgage? Is the house paid for? What? Do you think men still value virgins in America? I don't know about America. Maybe in a different type of culture. That's their religion or their culture, perhaps. Okay. How do you always move in silence with no privacy at the moment? Huh? Lie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Cat. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. You texted him first after you saw him on TV since he is famous and we started talking on Snapchat. How do I, girl? You saw somebody on TV and texted him, girl? On Snapchat? Girl, people on Snapchat still? Go look. Who on Snapchat? Oh, shoot. Girl, I just use this for the filters. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, you trying to connect. Okay. Do you think men like spiritual women more what? Unconsciously? I don't know. People nowadays use Snapchat for men's funny business. Girl, I just use it for the filters and to store some pictures. Mm-mm. Your boyfriend gets mad when you spend money and complains when I don't go to work. We have a kid together and live together. Girl, then go get you a sugar daddy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because I ain't taking it. Don't you make me mad? I might come home and I already went out with a sugar daddy and got money stacked in my account and just waiting on you to act stupid so I can go. Okay, that's how we used to do it in the 90s and early 2000s. Okay, you can't do it, somebody else will. So don't give him no options to get comfortable. Don't give him no options to take you for granted. You don't want to go to work, you should have the option not to go to work. You should have another man saying you ain't got to go to work. If your man, baby daddy, can't take care of you, then he don't have no authority. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He ain't got no authority. He can't tell you what to do. If he can't even pay for you, he has no authority. You know, y'all be giving these men authority who can't even pay for y'all. You can't tell nobody what to do if you can't pay their whole bills and they can't stay home from work. You still can't tell most women what to do, even if you're doing that. So I don't even know how y'all letting these guys tell y'all what to do, what you can't do, and why he getting mad and complaining. I don't care because I'm gonna be out with somebody else who can do what I need them to do. So therefore, y'all doing it backwards. Oh, Karen, sprinkle, sprinkle. How to remove emotions in the moment. Focuses on the goal. What's the goal? What you trying to get? Think about that instead of how you feel. All right. How you make a man do everything you want by making sure that he likes you way more. He can actually do what you need him to do. Okay. Okay. Everything you said is true. Got the man now. I got your name on the deed. Girl, me too. I got, if you get two of them, you have two deeds, man. Because I got multiples. What if you're talking and he wants to come and see you? Should you make him pay for the hotel? Girl, let me read this again. What if we're talking? I know you're young, and he wants to come and see me. Should I make him pay for the whole trip? Girl, if you look like who did it and why, you should pay for the whole trip. Because that's what it sounded like. If you sit over there looking like who did it and why, wondering if you need to pay for somebody's trip, go ahead and pay for the whole thing. Go ahead and fly him out. Girl, if you're afraid to look in the mirror in the morning, go ahead, ma'am. You scare yourself when you wake up in the morning and walk past that mirror? Yes, pay all the whole trip, round trip and first class. Okay. If you don't, if you look good, if you're attractive, you asking the dumb question. Uh-huh. You met a guy and he told me his type is women not spending so much on vanity. So ugly. What's she supposed to spend it on him? Was she supposed to spend it at Foot Locker while he up behind her, hugging her from behind while she up at the register paying? Nope. Sure, you read my question wrong. I got the guy, but how do I get my name on the deed? Oh, okay, sorry. How do you get your name on the deed? Well, most of the time you have to be the beneficiary or on the will. You gotta be like married or written into the will or written into the deed. So you got to ask him. You got to cry. You got to say, what if something happens to you? You got to find a movie where somebody died and everything is messed up. So he could say, oh, I better put all your name on stuff so this don't happen to you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like talk about it and start crying, and or you gotta lie and say it happened to your cousin or your uh your whoever. Make up somebody or your friend. And you don't know what you would do if that happened to you. You just gotta lie and see what he says. And if he wants you to feel comfortable, then he'll do what he gotta do. If he don't believe you and he don't care, then I guess you got to try again with someone else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's been a week and he calling pop. What? Girl, how long before you should answer or should I lie about where I've been? Okay, you can't ghost somebody you already with. Okay. Lie says some fake emergency came up, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if you can get paid, get paid. I'm so sorry. Lie, just lie. Make up a bunch of lies to get you some money. Make him feel sad for you. That's all you gotta do. I mean, I can go into detail, but well, my car got towed. I couldn't find it. I had to wait. It was a holiday. I had to do this. I had to do that. I had to go to the bank. Bank wasn't open. Had to transfer funds. I had to go to. Then he gonna give you some money. Just lie. Oh, you actually surprised? The standard that some of these men have, they will text and call every day for a month. Then, if they don't like you enough to pay for any, they ain't got nothing else to do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They probably texting several at the same time. Why did it turn around and stare at me? He, why did he turn around and stare at me? I don't know, man. But do you look good? You look good. That's why anybody would do it. Sure. Do you encourage posting on social media for fun and a creative outlet or no? It depends on what your social media is for. Okay. If you're posting for fun, if it's for yourself and you don't care about what people think, do what you want. If you're going to worry about what you posted later, make it private or just delete what makes you uncomfortable or what makes you feel like makes other people uncomfortable. But it depends on what your social media is for. You have an alias social media. So do what you want or have several. Sure, you make a man stumble with their words, but I look different without makeup. Okay. Don't everybody look different without makeup? If you don't look like okay, if you're wearing a natural makeup look, you're probably gonna look more the same. But if you do like makeup like I do, you're not gonna look the same without it. Okay. Just like most of them men don't look the same without their hairpiece. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Okay. How can I make your crush give me the time I deserve? Honestly, I'm not worried about somebody giving me the time I deserve. I'm gonna go do what I want. Okay. If they like me, they're gonna spend some money. Okay. Well, you look different without makeup. You look different without that hat on. You look different without that male weave on. You look different with no mustache. Got a little old bitty hair lip. You look different without that beard. Your chin about this little. You know what I'm saying? Your ankle skinny, you don't skip leg day. I mean, where do I begin? All I got to do is sit in the mirror for a few minutes and color on my face. What you got to do? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said hat fishing. Hat fishing, leg day fishing. Trying to wear baggy pants so you don't see them little skinny ankles, the little baseball bats. Don't even try. Okay. You get naked, you don't know if you're looking at Dobie or who you left with. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You gonna give them a sock? Dobie is free. Okay. Is marrying a male nurse a smart decision? I ain't doing it, and I think I'm smart. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. What if we are not in the same intellectual level, but he a provider? I have a higher status job and he makes more. Should I feel ashamed? Girl, you want him to be stupid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or is he smarter than you? I don't know. Girl, he's supposed to be stupid. That way he do whatever he wants. If you want to talk to somebody on the same intellectual level, go talk to someone else. Mhm. How do you attract a millionaire who's so focused on his business? How do you attract a millionaire that's so focused on his business? With some more business. Hi, Shira. Oh, he made fun of your body type. I wasn't bothered, just got sarcastic too. LOL. Girl, these men have the audacity to make fun of a woman, but then be looking like who did it and why when they get it out the shower. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. What does it mean? Thank you for the donation, by the way. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wise goddess, yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Bree, how do you not get jealous of him with other girls? Have other men. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You'd be like, mine look better. Mine got more money. You spending, I'm gaining. That's how, mentally. Okay. You spending more, I'm earning more. I'm getting bill paid. I don't know what you're doing. Hopefully you ain't paying a bill, but my bill getting paid. Mine look better. I think I'm winning. So that's what you need to be thinking. Now, oh, I'm jealous because he's with another girl or talking to another girl. You be like, that's all you could pull. Is that all you can pull? I did better. Okay. What you said? This dude ghosted you after posting a dude hand on IG? Why? After you posted a dude hand on IG? Why? Girl, I don't know. How to move on while co-parenting? Mm, I don't know, man. How did he move on? How do we keep the sneaky sneak away from the husband provider? The same way he keep it away from y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he doing anything. The word starts with an L and end with an E. Okay. You have an older rich lady that is showing interest and wants to spoil you. Should you give a chance even though I'm not a lesbian? Honestly, no. Because if you're old, I mean, if that lady old and she a lesbian and you not, y'all both gonna be wasting time. And you can get money from an old man, sprinkle, sprinkle. Or you can get money from an ugly man. Mhm. Okay. I mean, unless that's what you want to do. I don't know. I ain't judging. As long as y'all legal ages, the law don't judge. Starts with an L, ends with an. Mm-hmm. How do I get the attention of a guy in my neighborhood? Girl, and do you live in a nice neighborhood? If it's a nice neighborhood, somebody said walk outside, walk in front of his house, ask him if he received your package. Girl, I don't know. Go take a picture of his doorstep with your Amazon package on it, and then bring it to him. It's your doorstep. My package. You got my package? No, I don't have it. Oh, somebody took it. Oh no. Well, if I find it, okay, I'll come back and check tomorrow. Then when you walking up to his house, you getting ready to knock on the door, see if he got your package. Act like you done tripped and fell in his yard. I think I sprained my ankle. Oh. And start limping and hold on to his shoulder. He ain't gonna want you to sue him. Oh, have a seat. Come in and have a seat. Girl, y'all don't watch TV? Y'all don't watch TV? Anyway, why are you guys willing to get pregnant by a broke man? I don't know. I asked the same question because I don't know. How do I not let your emotions get the best of you and really become unbothered with him? The same way he don't let it get the best of him and he is unbothered with you, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The man told your friend that you should give him a call. What do you even say? A rich man told your friend he. Hey, Mr. Rich Man, my friend told me you said to call you. How you doing? Yes. Why you wanted me to call you? I ain't doing that. All right. We gonna see. You like crab legs? Scrimp? No. Where you like to eat at? Luby's. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You ain't got no crab legs at Luby's. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all, I was just being silly, y'all. I mean, I can't imagine how you would call up a man and say, "Hey, Mr. Rich Man, my friend said you said to give him a call." Give you a call. What does it mean if they ask for money from me? I haven't asked for anything from them. It depends on if you're a man or a woman. If you're a man, they're supposed to ask you for some, or you're supposed to offer it. If you're a woman and they ask you for something, make sure you writing it off on your taxes as given to charity, and make sure you get a receipt so get you a little extra on your tax refund since you giving to charity. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why men keep bragging on how rich they and have what? Okay, why men keep bragging on how rich and they have money but stingy? Because they're trying to impress you with their ability to save and have money rather than impress you by spending on you, showing them that you are important. Okay? That just make a woman want to get another man to spend on her. Okay. It's like, okay, you stingy, but I know somebody who ain't. Mhm. You said what husband got mad, got offended, and you say you don't want to do 50-50. I'm turned off from him now. What to do? Girl, if y'all got into the marriage that's 50-50, then I don't know what to tell you. You can't just change right in the middle, ma'am. If you do, then you got to hold your ground. Don't give him none. Let's see what he do. You climbed into a stinky Uber and now you feel dirty. Ew. I don't know what to tell you, ma'am. If you keep listening, what? Do you believe in investing in the man by motivate? Girl, I'm not done. Do I look like a cheerleader? Do I look like a life coach and a cheerleader that ain't getting paid? Do I look like a therapist, life coach, cheerleader that's not going to get paid? That's your answer, ma'am. Why waste your time on him when you can get paid being somebody's life coach and cheerleader? Somebody that actually wants your motivation. I don't know what to tell you. If you got to do all of that, is he really a man? Hmm. You say he's supposed to be inspired by your presence. You got to do all that. You got a second job, ma'am. Okay. You said how to handle the nasty attitude when he mad about 50-50. Act like you can't hear him and be unbothered. It's like you the man. You supposed to pay all the bills. You better be lucky I even agreed to that in the first place. Maybe it'll make you want more. Maybe it'll make you get paid more. Why don't you go ahead and see what you can do about that? Just say, oh, I'm gonna go take a bubble bath and I hope you figure out how to pay off bill. Do you believe you can enchant him after you've been with him for 6 years? Yeah. If you changed a lot of stuff. Yep. Why does a man constantly come back after proving he can't provide and doesn't take you seriously? Because he thinks that you'll take him back. But if you don't, stop taking him back. Start asking him for money when he tries to get, then that'll stop him. Okay? Y'all too nice. If somebody left you or you left someone because they couldn't provide, every time they try to get back in, ask them for money. Say, you got some money? Then I don't need to talk to you. Oh, you love me? Well, then you love these bills. You can't live without me? Well, guess what? You can't live without a job and the ability to provide. You can't live here with me. So I don't know what to tell you. How do you re-enchant your long-term provider to give you more? Um, you it's something that you must decide that that's what you really want to do. So all you got to do is look cute and ask. All you got to do is look cute, look your best, look like a snack, and then ask right before you leave out the house. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. You slipped up and started speaking to a guy your age because you was bored. He was generous at first, but yesterday he asked you, "What do you bring to the table?" I cussed him out for 30 minutes and blocked him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. 30 minutes, girl. That was way too long, but okay. I know he got I know he got told. All right. That's hilarious. What was you doing for 30 minutes, girl? What was you saying? How do you deal with someone with a nasty attitude when they're mad? Girl, I don't even notice it. If you're mad at me and you got a nasty attitude, put his mama on speakerphone, man, and let her hear his nasty attitude. Or record it and then send it to her. Whatever you gotta do. Bet you he won't have one in the future. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, you gonna have a nasty attitude? Okay, well, guess what? Your mama gonna hear it. You send it to all his family. That's what your family member doing. That's how he talks to women. All right. He said he said don't ask him for money if he can't ask me. He can ask you, but you ain't gonna give it to him. If that's why you don't date men your own age, man. You see what y'all gotta go through? Look, I'm gonna throw up. Like, excuse me, I'm sick. What's wrong? Oh, girl, I mean, sir, because I can't tell no more these days. You start calling him girl, he'll get it. All right, y'all, I'm getting ready to go. Thank y'all, everybody who donated. I appreciate you guys. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's getting late, yeah. It's a school night. Yes. I gotta get up early. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Thank y'all so much for clicking the like button. Y'all hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, what they be saying. So y'all can know when I go live. Comment. What if he cheated on you? Should you use his card and buy whatever you want? Um, if it's legal, if y'all married. And ask him why he drunk. So he don't remember saying no. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye.